Great morning, great morning, great morning. You guys come on in, come on in, come on in. Come on, come on. Every time I say that, I think of the song that says, come on, come on, come on. You guys come on in, come on in. Let's talk. Let's talk. Come on in and let's get started. Great morning, April. Hey, you guys. Good to see you. Girl, you about to take that alive? Girl, yes, yes. Great morning, Eveline. I'm amazing. Hey, Summerlin, how are you, gorgeous? So listen, Linda, listen, Linda, listen. Baby, let me tell y'all something. You know, there are times in my life when God just gives me a level of clarity that's scary. Okay. Hey Christina, hey Karine, hey Jackie. Good to see you. So I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna talk about that. But before we talk about that, listen, April said she getting ready to take her alive. I'm gonna take my alive. We gonna be alive together. Hold on, y'all. Trying to get it right. Okay. Shake, shake, shake. Hey. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your alive. Hey. Shake your alive. Baby, you want to come get your shot? Hey, Corey, how are you? Now, normally I'll wait for him, but today I'm going to take my shot, y'all, because listen, April, cheers. My God, today. Look. Good morning, Donnell. Eveline said, hey, Mr. Tim. Someone said, have my shot and I'm ready for whatever God presents. I know that's right. Now, listen. You all, this word was a word that God spoke to me. He spoke it to me. And I said, okay, God, I hear you. Sometimes you can find yourself trying to fit, to do it a certain way, when that ain't how God wants you to do it. That's not how God wants you to do it. Look, God said, find your path. Everybody has a path, right? Everybody has a path, and everyone's path is not the same. Everybody has a path. Everybody's path is not the same. Everyone is not going to do it exactly the same. Everyone is not going to see exactly the same results. It's just not going to necessarily be the same. April took her alive for the first time, y'all. Girl, I told you, y'all thought that I'd be exaggerating when I be holding the glass. Trying to get the last, good to the last drop. Good to the last drop. Good to the last drop. Now make sure you do your empowered and your crave. Go ahead and do it. Well, you can do it when you get back from your one, but it's going to increase your stamina. It's going to increase your endurance. It's going to power you up for your walk, right? So listen, that's what I can tell you, girl. That's what I can tell you. Hey, Mike, how are you? So, two things happened, right? Well, last night I taught my class, right? First of all, let me say this. This is why I love this alive. Let me tell you something. I struggle with focus. And so I had stuff that I needed to do. I knew I needed to do it, and I could not make myself focus to do it. I could not make myself. Listen, you got to understand that when you deal with certain neural imbalances, chemical imbalances in your body, it will, like, you can have all the willpower in the world, right? It's gonna fight your willpower. So I found myself fighting. I just was frustrated. So having my live again helped me to get, y'all, when I tell y'all I got so much work done, I did so much yesterday that it was crazy. And still had energy at the end of the night. But I was teaching my class, Angel number 133. I was teaching my class, and I was talking to my students, and I was telling them this. I said, listen, you're going to learn a lot of stuff. You're going to learn a lot of stuff in this class. And I will feel as though I have been successful when you take what you've learned. There you go, baby. When you take what you've learned to create, what, boo? What? Oh, he looking at me like I'm a whole bacon egg sandwich. No, Summerlin, no. This is my class for the university. Our class is tonight. You feel it, babe? You feel it? Oh, he doing the thing on the side of the road dance. Yeah, that means he feel it. So I told him, I said, I will feel successful if you don't get anything else from me. Get this. Get this. Take this information that you're getting. Take the information that you're getting, and I want you to create what works for you. All right? Create what works for you. And he was like, look, I said, and he was like, create what works for you. There's a way I do things, right? I don't expect everybody to do things the way I do them. So my job is to give people tools and some options. The problem is this. Can I tell y'all what the problem is? We don't like options. I know we say we want options, but we really don't like options. We really want somebody to just tell us, do it like this. And we just do it like that. And then we're surprised when we don't get the results that we expect. The fact of the matter is this. If God has told you to do something a certain way, do that. If God has said, I want you to go in this direction, go in that direction. There's a reason he's taking you in that direction. On that path is your wealth. That doesn't mean that other people's wealth is not on another path, but your wealth is on this path. Don't be afraid to take the path. Don't be afraid to adjust things. Don't be afraid to do it differently. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to simplify it. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. What I've learned in life as an educator, as a speaker, is that audience matters. Audience matters. Who your audience is matters. You can be absolutely correct. You can have all the information. You listen. Audience matters. Audience matters. Don't be afraid to do it differently. Don't be afraid to chart your own path to success. See, God is always going to give you, me, what we need in order to take our path. My path's always been different. I've never, Angel number 144, been able to just do it like everybody else. Never have I been able. Never have I ever been able to just do it like everybody else. There always was something that was a little different when it came to me. There was something that was different in how I did it. There was something that was unique. It just has always been that way. And it's not that I don't want to do what everybody else is doing. It's I can't do what everybody else is doing the way everybody else is doing it, because there's something that God has called me to do that's unique. And it doesn't mean you can't build upon the things that other people have laid out. What I love about my life is I've laid foundations in places for people. I have opened doors for people. I have forged trails for people. But then they've got to forge their own. Like, you reach a point in on the trail where now it's time for you to create your own. Someone say, hey, Rev, Corey, I can't wait for you to try it. I'm not regular, baby. Someone, don't worry, my days are off too. This week is just like, it's muddled for me. I'm like, it's Thursday already. Is it Thursday? It's Thursday. So you got to understand that. You got to understand that it's okay. It's okay to take a different path. It's okay to do it differently. It's okay to allow God to direct you to do it the way that you desire to do it. Not even the way you desire to do it, the way he desires for you to do it. Because there's some people he's trying to reach that he can't reach the other way. He can't. There's some people that he wants to reach that he can't reach the other way. So what do? You adjust. You create. See, this is what I know. April, this is for you. There's a way that people have done things in the surgical tech arena. But God is going to give you a path that looks different, that allows you to take the best of best practices and put it together to create something that works directly straight from the hospital training program into the hospital. Listen, when God gives you something, you've got to know that what God gives you is designed to bring you wealth. So you got to do it that way, unapologetically, like, and know that you know that you know that you know. As God said that. See, I pride myself on being able to hear the voice of God, but not just hear it, angel number 155, but to move at the voice of God, to move when God says move, to do what God says do, even if it doesn't look like someone else thinks it should look. The key is finding the path that brings success. Find the path that brings success. Find the path that brings success. Do that and walk that thing out. I'm a perfectionist. Well, I'm not going to say I'm a perfectionist. I have some perfectionistic tendencies, right? And if it can't be perfect, I won't do it. If it can't be perfect, I won't do it. If I know that I'm like, it's not going to turn out the way I want it to turn out, so I'm not fooling with it. I'm just not going. I'm not messing with it. I'm just not. And God has been breaking me of my perfectionism. See, some things you just have to do, right? It ain't got to be perfect. You just got to do it. But because the judge, right? It's the judge saboteur. I'm real clear on what it is. It's the judge saboteur that says, oh, if you don't do it perfect, then you know you're not good. Listen, I went through some stuff last night. So we had a presentation. We had a lot of people that were on the call, and it did not go the way I saw it go, right? But I'm going to tell y'all what God told me this morning. I'm going to tell you what God told me this morning. What God said was, you saw what you saw, and what you saw was real. It just wasn't for last night. My God. You saw what you saw, and what you saw was real. It just wasn't for last night. Last night served a different purpose. Okay. See, when we don't move on what God says, he will reveal to us, he will show us in no uncertain terms to do what he said do, the way he said do it. Okay, God, I heard you real loud and clear. Real loud and clear, okay? April said, amen, I receive it. I've always been out the box with how I've done things. Very unique. It feels different than what others have done. Absolutely. Summerlin said, with integrity and stay authentic. Amen, amen. So, I have to adjust. Look, I have challenges when things don't go the way I want them to go or the way I think they should go. So check this out. And I can be kind of hard on myself. It's so funny because I just was talking to my students about this last night. Give yourself grace. Don't be so hard on yourself. Just, it's okay. And then that's why God be giving you stuff to say to people, because you're going to need it. God give me stuff to say to people because I'm going to need it. He said, I need you to say this out your own mouth so that you who need it, you're going to need it later. So I need you to say it. I was telling them not to be so hard on themselves, to give themselves grace, to give themselves compassion. Y'all, it's so easy to be hard on ourselves. It's so easy to be down on ourselves when we don't, things don't turn out a certain way or we don't do something as well as we thought we would do it. Listen, can I tell y'all something? I just want to be real transparent with you right now. Our inner judge will drive us absolutely insane, making us feel bad about us. Because that's its goal. Its goal, the judge's goal is to keep you on a little line like this, and so it's always going to be working against you. The judge doesn't work for you. The judge works against you. Now you may say, well, when I do that, then it helps me to be better. No, listen, you got to understand that your value is not in what you do. Your value is in who you are inherently. You are amazing inherently. You're not amazing because you got all A's. You're not amazing because you just got a big contract. You're not amazing because you just got a raise. You're not amazing because you preached a great message. You're not amazing because you prophesied the house down. You're not amazing because of what you do. You're amazing because of who you are. God created you amazing, unique, authentic, one of a kind. You are amazing. I just need y'all to know I'm talking to me right now. If y'all don't receive it, it's okay because I'm talking to me. Listen, you are amazing. I had a dream last night. I don't remember all of the dream, but I remember that in the dream was my younger self. Listen to me, y'all. It was my younger self. Why was my younger self in my dream last night? My younger self was in my dream last night because God was showing me the younger me, okay? Because there's some stuff from the younger me that got triggered. I told you the healing process is a layered process. There are levels to this thing called healing. But there are times when things will trigger a memory, trigger your judge, trigger some stuff, and it'll take you back to a place. So, oh my goodness, I am not today. I got to do a whole interview today. I'm not getting ready to be doing this. Listen. When I was in school, when I was in school, I didn't fit. I was different. I was in the classes with all the white people. But I didn't quite fit. You understand? Those were the people I was always around. Now listen to me. But I was not them. And when I was around the Black people, I didn't fit, even though I was one of them. I was caught between two worlds. I was smart, so in all my classes, I'm with the white kids. But I'm still Black. And I was the only one. I was often the only one. And when I was with the Black kids, I wasn't Black enough. The way I talked, I wasn't Black enough. The way I carried myself, I wasn't hood enough. So I'm in the classes with the white kids, but when they have a party, and I remember this very vividly, we were in high school. We had a party, and the girl literally went around the room and invited everybody to the party, even the poor white girl who didn't hang out with them. Now, I hung with them and didn't get an invitation, okay? But wasn't Black enough for the Black people. So I didn't really hang out where they hung out. I didn't really do what they did. Listen, you know, my grandmother who raised me, mom and dad, they didn't play that, you know. So I wasn't hanging out in the bottom. I wasn't going out. I wasn't hanging out at 11 o'clock at night. Oh, no, not me. I wish I would. So I wasn't fitting, right? And it triggered you don't fit. You don't fit. You're not good enough. Anybody ever felt like they weren't good enough? Like no matter what you did, you just felt like you weren't good enough? Anybody ever experienced that? Where you felt like you weren't good enough? I'm not good enough. I don't do it like them. I'm not like them. You know, I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. Anybody ever experienced that? Had those messages? Like you and you started to believe it. Like, you know, you really started to believe it. And so you began to adjust who you were because you felt like you weren't good enough. Good morning, Sonia. How you doing, beautiful? Yes, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. See, this is why I'm doing this today. See, someone could look at this and say, oh, she needs therapy. Listen, and I don't have a problem with therapy, and I've had therapy, and listen, I am my therapist. Do you hear what I'm telling you? And when I need somebody else, I talk to them. But listen, today I'm talking about, listen, we're talking about real talk right now. We're talking about that I don't fit, you're not good enough. That's what we're talking about because, listen, when things don't go the way you think they should, you immediately begin to think it's you. What's wrong with me? We do it in relationships. We do it on jobs. We do it in business. We do it in friendships. We do it. We say, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Why wasn't I picked? Why wasn't I chosen? Why didn't it work for me? Why didn't it happen for me? See, this is a season where God is breaking off the last vestiges of you ain't good enough. The last vestiges of you're not enough. The last vestiges of, you know, oh, you got to do it just like this in order for you to fit. Listen, you don't fit. 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 You don't fit with them. You don't fit. You're not going to fit with them. You're not going to do it like them. It's not going to happen like that for you. You don't fit, and it's not bad. It's actually quite amazing that you don't fit. I know you just want to fit. I know I just want to shrink. I just want to fit. Why can't I fit? You weren't made to fit. Jesus didn't fit. He didn't fit. Why did he fit? He was called to bring people out. You can't fit in a space that you're called to bring people out of. You don't fit. You're too big for it. Stop beating yourself up for what is a gift. Last night, baby, God solidified for me. This is what I want you to do. Angel number 177. This is what I want you to do. This is how we're going to do it. Okay, God, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You don't fit. You weren't made to fit, but you're more than enough. Do you understand what I'm telling you? You are more than enough. See, growing up, I thought my value was listen, it had to adjust depending on where I was, right? Because I told y'all I was caught between two worlds, right? And didn't quite fit in either one of them. And I'm trying to navigate it, and I'm trying to figure it out at the time in my life where my identity is being worked out. And God had to show me later in life, not then. I didn't get it then. I didn't understand then. I just knew that I didn't fit. I didn't fit. And nothing that I did could make me fit in those spaces. But God didn't make me to fit. He made me to be unique, to be one of a kind, to be authentic, to be eccentric, to be different. I just wasn't made to fit. I need y'all to understand that when you're not created to fit, stop beating yourself up because people don't get you, because they don't understand you. That is why God called me to the misfits, the people who don't fit. The people that get left out, tossed to the side, like you can't figure it out. You can't find your way. Everybody says you got to do it like this. And when you do it like that, it doesn't work for you. And everybody says you got to show up like this. And when you show up like this, it doesn't work for you. And everybody says that you got to say it like this. But when you say it like that, it feels disingenuous. It doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel authentic because it's not. Listen to me. God is shaping you to be a unique you that is a one of a kind. Listen, nobody is like you. You don't fit. Now pat yourself on the back because you don't fit. You don't fit. Yes, Sonia. God loves peculiar people. We were born for it. Absolutely. So listen, because you don't fit, he's giving you a different path. Everybody might not understand it. They might not like it. And they might not agree with it. So what? Let God guide your path. Let God direct your journey. And watch what God does in your life. I'm trying to tell y'all, angel number 188. I'm trying to tell y'all, listen, I'm trying to tell y'all, y'all know 8 is new beginnings. Listen, God just did something for me today. I don't know about you, but God did something for me today. And what I can tell you for sure and for certain is this: what God is doing in this season is he is perfecting things concerning you. He's perfecting them. Baby, I don't, listen, hear me well when I say this. Y'all know when I say listen, that means it's about to be serious, right? Listen to me. Stop trying to fit in places that God has called you to create a new path in. You're not going to fit. You trying to walk somebody else's path. It's not your path. I try, y'all. I try so hard. I try so hard to just follow the system. I've tried so hard to just do what everybody's doing. I try so hard to just go along, like do it like this. God said, that's not how you going to do it. I'm like, Lord, no, you can't. It doesn't mean that what's being done isn't amazing. It doesn't mean that it won't work for most people, but it won't work for you. Have you ever done everything that someone told you to do? They say, if you follow this system, if you follow this pattern, if you follow this, then you will have success. And you tried it, and you tried it, and you tried it, and it still didn't happen for you. It's because God has a different path for you, a different way for you. Sometimes it is those twists in the road that create the greatest blessings in your life. Those twists, those turns, those things that were unexpected, create a space for you to become who God has already fashioned you to be, who you were formed to be in your mother's womb. And when you fight that, you fight your destiny. It is like you have an internal battle going on. There's an internal monologue that's happening. You actually are fighting against yourself. And sometimes you may even feel a little bipolar in your life. You feel a little bipolar. You like, I don't know. Like 1 minute it's okay, the next minute it's not. You're like, what in the world is going on? It is God trying to get you to the place where you follow the path that he has shaped for you, fashioned for you, formed for you, laid out for you, forged for you. Listen, the path has already been set. God already set it, and you just got to find that path. God, show me my path. Show me my path. Oh, listen to me. Growing up, they said, oh, you need to be a doctor or a lawyer. And they didn't mean a doctor like PhD. They meant a medical doctor, because those were the professions that they could see me in. And I absolutely could have been a medical doctor. And I absolutely could have been an attorney. That's the thing about me. I'm very multi-talented. I'm multifaceted. And I can operate in just about any arena. Listen, I'm not moved by it. But look, God had a path for me. And the path was different than what I thought and what I expected. So I got a PhD. I started teaching, and I fell in love. I fell in love with teaching. Never wanted to be a teacher. Never wanted that, because teachers don't make no money. And I like what? Money. I don't care what y'all say. The word of God said money answers all things. We can't give no answers because we ain't got no money. Money doesn't give you your value. Money just answers questions. Money answers things. So y'all need to stop having this antagonistic relationship with money, wondering why you ain't got none. You don't value it. You don't want it. You push it away from you. We're talking about that in Destiny Driven, A Journey to Greatness tonight. We're dealing with the financial piece of our life. Why? You got to deal with the lies that you believe about money. You got to deal with that. You got to deal with the lies that you believe about money. So listen, I'm not money's enemy. Listen, I did an assessment. It said I have a mixed relationship with money. I don't want a mixed relationship. I don't want a bipolar relationship with money. I want money to know, listen, come my way. You are my friend, honey. Listen, when you understand that God has ordained for you to have wealth, y'all can say, well, I don't need all that. Say it all you want, baby. I need it. I have big things to do for my family, for my legacy, and for the kingdom of God. So listen, don't be mad at me when I post billionaire. Baby, I told y'all the other day, didn't I tell y'all the other day, God told me I was going to be a billionaire? I was going to make millionaires. And then the Facebook prophet said it. Listen, y'all better stop allowing how people view what you say, what God has shown you about you. Y'all better stop allowing that to shift you. I'm not going to be shifted by that. Listen, I'm already a billionaire. I'm a billionaire, and I'm not mad about it. I'm a billionaire, and I have the ability to bless the lives of people. I'm a billionaire, and I produce millionaires. People who attach to me make millions. People who attach to me make millions. Millions. Do you hear me? Not million, millions with an S. We are called to wealth. We are walking in our wealthy place. And you walk in your wealthy place in your mind before you ever walk in it in the natural. You walk in your wealthy place in the spirit before you ever walk in it in the natural. See, you walk in your healed place in the spirit before you ever walk in it in the natural. And the key is filling that, bridging that gap between the spirit and the natural. So how do you do that? Listen, God has us on a journey of bridging the gap. We're bridging the gap. There's a gap between who you are right now and who you need to be to walk in the fullness of your destiny. Now, who you are right now is who you are as a result of the things that you have experienced in your life, mixed with the gifts and the talents that God has given you. But who you need to be to walk into your destiny is who God created you to be. See, regardless of what you went through, regardless of the things that happened in your life, there are some things that happened in your life and you think they happened to you, but they happened for you. for you to walk in your destiny, but you're looking at it as a bad thing. You're rejecting it. You're fighting it. You bipolar with it. You're allowing it to hold you back. I can't say that I went through this because people are going to judge me. So what? There are people out there attached to your destiny who went through what you went through, but because you won't open your mouth and say what you went through, you'll never reach your destiny. You cannot reach your destiny until you deal with yourself. Can I say it again for the people in the back? You cannot reach your destiny until you deal with yourself. And as long as you allow people to make you feel bad for dealing with you, the way you need to deal with you, your life experiences, you will always find yourself trying to please somebody else to your own detriment. You can think what you want to about me. You can feel how you want to about me. But I know what God has called me to. And I know that my value is not in what I do. See, that's what happened for me last night. I started valuing myself based on outcomes instead of simply being me and doing what I need to do. Know that you can be absolutely great and everybody miss it. Know that you could have absolutely done a great job, but it didn't fit. You understand? It doesn't change your value. Let me tell you what God is doing in this season. When I tell you God is perfecting us, he's perfecting us. He is literally sandpapering us. Those rough edges, he's smoothing out. He's making us soft and supple. Corey, I had to use the supple couple last night. I had to use it, girl. I had to use it because I like that. Listen, he is perfecting you, and he is perfecting those things concerning you. Stop allowing what people say and what people think to keep you trapped. All right, Sonia, I'm going to see you soon. Listen. I got to get out. I got an interview. Y'all got to watch my interview. Y'all got to watch my interview. But all of it, in order to get through what you got to go through, you got to have the vision. You got to have the vision before you. So literally this Sunday, from 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time until 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I am doing the Dr. V vision setting. We're going to set the vision, doing vision boards. You can do digital, you can do paper. It's up to you. Now, I'm going to tell y'all why I like digital. I like digital because you can find what you're looking for quickly. You can get it done, put it on there, look it up, get it, put it on, look it up, get it, put it on there, look it up, get it, put it on there, right? It allows you to move a little faster, but you can do paper. But this is what I'm gonna tell you, it's time for you to set the vision for the rest of the year, and you need to hold on to it and keep it in front of you. I already see it. There are things that God has shown me, and I want to put it before me so that I can get to it quickly. See, the more you keep a thing before you, the quicker you can get to it. The more you keep a thing before you, the quicker you can get to it. This is where you go. The link is in the comments to be able to see, right? To be able to see the show. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you, Prophetess. I appreciate it. Look, I'm telling y'all, you want to register. The registration is $55, right? Now, look, 55, 5 is a number of grace. But I want you to look up angel number 55, okay? If you do the VIP, it's 111. 111, look up 111 and see what it says. I want you to understand that everything that I do from now on, henceforth and forevermore, will have numbers that are attached to the purpose of what I do. It will have numbers that are attached, prices that are attached to the purpose of what I do. It will not be no random pricing. It won't be where you need to use 97 because, people feel like they're doing less than 100. But whatever God say, that's what I'm going to put. Right? Whatever God say, that's what I'm going to use. And I understand the power of numbers to create and generate a frequency to produce results in your life. And I'm going to use that power to help us to achieve what it is that God has called us to achieve. Listen, you all go register, get in, get the VIP, because when you get the VIP, you activate the 111 anointing. When you get the VIP, you activate the 111 anointing, and you get a 60-minute session with me. And we'll talk about your vision board, your vision strategies to get to your vision, as well as anything else that you want to talk about. You get 60 minutes for $111 plus, of course. And normally I charge $125 just for the hour. Okay. So look, I want y'all to go register. I got to get ready to get online, but know this. Know that I absolutely love you. If this word has blessed you and you want to sow a seed, you can go to Cash App $DRV Johnson 777. Cash App $DRV Johnson 777. Yes, the more you can get to a thing, the more you can get to it. Yes, God, yes. The more you keep it before you, the more you get to it. Listen, I love you guys to life and life more abundant. Join us. Tune in to check out the show. Have an amazing, incredible, and awesome day. Y'all be blessed because you are blessed. You were born blessed. You were created blessed. You are amazing. You are incredible. Listen, you are a gift of God to the world, honey. You better understand that in any adjustments that he needs to make, he has the ability to make. You are becoming the you that he created you to be. You're becoming the you that God created you to be. So make whatever adjustments you need to make to get back to the you that you were born to be. I love you guys. Have an amazing and incredible day. Be blessed. Mwah!